Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of Marek Connell English. This is going to be a really quick video. I'm just going to give you a quick tip to help you with the pronunciation of regular verbs. In a previous video, I've spoken about the three different types of pronunciation. If it's a voiced consonant, then the pronunciation is with just D at the end. If it's an unvoiced consonant, it's with a T instead of the ED. And with verbs ending with T or D, the ED becomes id. Three rules are quite difficult to remember. It's also quite difficult to maybe remember all these different details about voiced and unvoiced consonants. But if you do want to be tickismickis, or picky as we say in English, and know about those, then click on the link to my other regular verbs video. That goes into detail about how to pronounce these three different types of regular verbs. My girlfriend has actually told me about a much better idea. The important thing to consider here is this last option here. Verbs ending with a T or a D sound. With verbs ending with a T or a D sound, the E at the end, this E here, becomes an I sound. So want, when we speak about it in the past or we use a past participle, it becomes wanted. Decide ends with an E, but the sound is what's important here. The final sound is a D, so when it becomes the past, it's decided. Need becomes needed. Any other verb that doesn't end with a T or D sound, you simply don't pronounce the E, as you can see here. So the infinitive shop, when we speak about the past, it becomes shopped. Now, if we're being tickismickis, if we're being picky, then this is a T sound, not a D. Shopped. But try and say D after that P. Shopped. It's difficult. It's not natural. So if you omit this E, you should intuitively make a T sound. So if we look at like, the past is liked. Again, don't pronounce the E. Laugh, reír, becomes laughed. Enjoy, enjoyed. Play, we don't say played, we say played. Arrive, arrived. So let's look at some more examples. Okay, so accept ends with a T, so the past is accepted. Achieve ends with a V sound, it's not T or D, so we don't pronounce the E. Achieved. Act ends with a T, acted. Admire, don't pronounce the E, admired. Affect, affected. Ask, we don't say asked, we don't pronounce the E. There's no T, there's no D sound. Asked. Attack, does it end with a T or a D? No, so we don't pronounce the E. Attacked. Bake, we don't say baked, we say baked. Behave doesn't end with a T or a D. Behaved. Belong, belonged. So I'm just highlighting the E so that you don't pronounce it, or the T or the D so that you pronounce it with an I sound. Bother, bothered, no, don't pronounce the E. Bothered. Called, no. Called. Cancelled, cancelled. Celebrate, celebrated. Change, changed. Chase, chased. Chat, in this case we double the T, that's called doubling. Maybe I'll talk about that in another video. Ends with a T, so it's chatted. Check, checked. Compare, compared. Compete, competed. Complete, completed. Cook, cooked, no, cooked. Correct, corrected. Let's have a look at something that ends with a D. Decide, we've seen that before, decided. Depend ends with a D, depended. You can see here that really you only need to listen out for a T or a D sound at the end of any regular verb. If you hear a T or a D, then automatically you should say id at the end. You should change the E for an I sound, this E. Any other sound at the end of the verb, the important thing is to omit the E at the end. So to omit this E, to omit this E, to omit this E when you add the D at the end of these. We don't say delivered, we say delivered because we omit the E. So guys, I hope that helps you with the pronunciation of regular verbs. I know it's really problematic for students. If you liked the video, if you found the video useful, then please like it and also subscribe to my channel. If you have any tips or any comments about how you make regular verbs easier to pronounce for yourself, then please share them with everyone in the comments below. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video.